There you go. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, y'all ready to get started? Amy, that too dark? Forgot the. All right. You like it darker? Okay. Y'all ready? Okay. We'll put our hands over. Oh, I got your shirt in my car. I don't know if I. Yeah, I saw the red and that's what I thought it was. Okay, so let's put our hands over our belly buttons. And it doesn't matter. Yeah. And we're just going to inhale through our nose and let our bellies expand. And then exhale. You can close it. If you wanted to sit here, it's fine. Or, okay. Yeah. Inhale and exhale. Just let the belly expand. Exhale. You might want to squeeze a little bit on the exhale, get all the air out. Let me notice your feet. Maybe try to get about hips distance apart. Inhale. Nice steady base. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. And just notice maybe how you're kind of settle with this nice deep breathing. Helps you arrive. One more. All right. Yeah. And then let's knock on the door of life. So this one, we're again kind of bend your knees a little bit. That's a kind of like you're bracing, like someone might push you over. So you want to, and we're not like really like either just keeping your legs really and hips kind of facing forward, and see if you can twist from above that, twisting in the waist. I learned from somebody else, if you touch someone on accident, it's good luck during class. So don't worry about it if someone hits you. Can have a lot of luck after this, right? I think it's both. It's amplified. Ah, sighing is good. Help release the tension. Ah, and then we'll come up to the lung points, right at the kind of end of the collarbone on the chest. Kind of wakes up the energy. And then we'll come up to the traps, and you do a flat hand straight down onto your traps, and you can kind of let it glide off. Ah, that's a good one to sigh to. We hold a lot of tension in our necks and traps. So inhale. Let's hear it. Ah. You guys are being too shy about sighing. Fine. Inhale. Ah. Right. We'll come back to the chest. Ah. And then the waist. And then water waves, and let our hands glide through the air. And just maybe notice the sensation on your hands. Notice the air between your fingers. And slow it down. Come to the middle. All right. Let's do picking cherries. This one's good for your lower back. So keep your knees slightly bent. And then you reach up out of your waist. Reach for the fruit. Inhale. Exhale. It's a good one if you've been sitting for long periods. You can do this before you start walking. Yeah. And then we'll come back down. You kick out your feet if you need it. And remember, if you're new or even if you're not, anytime you need to sit down and modify moves to fit your body better, that is more than welcome. So please take care of yourself. We're just really trying to be actually really self-compassionate to our bodies, a little bit different than some, not trying to get anywhere special, just moving our energy around in gentle, kind ways and noticing the results, which it can be quite surprising, the really positive results you can get from being kind to yourself. Okay, let's do, let's see, let's do this. There's this 5-element flow that's kind of fun. So we're going to inhale and we bring our hands up and do a little back bend. And then exhale, you do a little squat and you bring your hands on the back of your neck. And inhale. And then exhale. And if you are feeling good and feels right to you, you can lower the squat and see how that feels. Pulling the earth energy up through our bodies. And then this next time, on the inhale, stay up and then swan dive with a flat back. And, you can bend your knees a little bit and put your torso on your thighs. And just let yourself do a forward fold for wherever you are today. And if you want to start maybe straightening your knees a little bit, see how that feels, or keeping them bent. And then we're going to slowly roll up by bending our knees first, rounding our back, and then letting the vertebrae stack one on top of the other as you gently roll up. And then we're going to take the hands out to the side and let's rotate it so the fingertips are pointing up, and just let your left ear rest on your left shoulder. Keeping your torso pretty upright, just letting your head lean over, and doesn't have to touch, just feel the stretch on the side of your neck. Roll your shoulders back and down. Don't try to raise them up to get to your ear. Let them down. Let the ear rest. Just let head come over. Don't have to force it. Then tilt your chin down to the chest and up to the sky. And just do that with your breath, nice and slow. Inhale and exhale. And notice that rotation just kind of gets different parts of our neck, different tendons. There's a lot of tendons. There's a lot of bottleneck in our necks. One more up. Okay, and then when your chin is down, go ahead and roll your head through the middle over to the other side. So now your right ear is near your right shoulder. It's not touching really. Your arms are relaxed. Shoulders are relaxed. Take a breath. Just let gravity do the work. You don't have to force it. Tilt your chin down to your chest and then up to the sky. And these nice deep breaths are just breathing into parts of your body maybe that haven't received breath in a while. I'll just enjoy breathing while you're doing these moves. Chin to the sky, chin to the chest. Then roll your chin to the middle. Let your arms relax. Maybe shake them out. And maybe notice some tingling in your arms. You might feel that. Okay. Let's do, this is a balance slash lung move and strengthening. So you can again modify this to fit yourself the best. If you are feeling pretty comfortable, if you feel pretty comfortable in the lunge, then you can go pretty wide with it. We're going to take our hands out from the side and then inhale, we're going to come up like the triangle pose. So you exhale and you bend into the front knee. Inhale, you come up. And you can make the lunge kind of small, maybe just focus on your arms. Inhale and exhale. You could sit down and do it. You could just inhale, kind of reach out and exhale. If you want to be in the lunge, inhale, come up. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Okay. We'll stay in this lunge. If you can, you want to try this, put your hands on the bent leg and then see if you can meet the back leg to the foot. Yeah. And come back up. And now we're going to switch sides. So now leave your left leg out in front and find the lunge that works for you on this side, which might be different than the other side. Okay. We'll inhale our arms out to the side and exhale. The front leg straightens out. Inhale. Arms straight out. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. Exhale. In. Out. Okay, last one. Stay in the lunge, and then you can put your hands on your thigh and bring the back foot up to the front. And we can do a little forward fold again. Let your torso be pulled down by gravity. Let go of the muscles behind your neck, behind your shoulder blades. Breathe and maybe notice how, since your belly's on your thighs, it kind of forces the breath into your back, which is a good thing. Or maybe that's just me. I don't know. Okay, inhale. Exhale, bend your knees a little bit. Put your hands on your thigh and gently roll up one vertebrae at a time. And shake out the legs a little bit. All right. Let's do a little swimming dragon so we get a little side to side action. How about that? So our feet are wide and our hands are in prayer. And we're going to shift the weight to the right side. And then that left arm kind of goes as straight as it can. Kind of like and then you're going to be looking over your shoulder so you get that stretch in your neck. Then you come in the middle. And then we're going over to the left side. And look over your shoulder. And come back in the middle. And the other side. And if you want to kind of work on strength a little bit, then you lower your squat here in the middle. If you're working more on balance and just getting a little bit feeling better in your body, then just stay up a bit higher. And just come from one side to the other. And where you can dip in. Inhale and exhale. This next one, stay in the middle for a second. And again, you can stay up high, or if you want to do a bit of a challenge, you can squat a little lower and breathe deeply in your belly while you feel discomfort. It's kind of good practice for the stress of life, right? You're feeling discomfort and you're still able to breathe deeply. And then we'll swim. So it's like before, and you keep your hands like kind of your thumbs where your sternum is. So you're not swimming a lot with the hands. You're doing keep it connected with the torso. It's not as much fun, but it's the way you swim. Yeah. And then you come up like you're a blade of grass busting through. There's just a little hole in the cement. And keep coming up. And inhale. Do a little back bend. And exhale. Swan dive. A little forward fold. Shake out your hips. And bend your knees and roll up one vertebrae at a time. Goodness, if you want, this feels good. Bringing down the heavens. Inhale. You can face your palms towards you. It's kind of like you can imagine your palms sending yourself like really healing vibration, pulling out anything that your body doesn't need. Medical studies test against the placebo effect. So our minds do affect our health. There's quite a few people have good results from the placebo. So, in Qigong, we do, and Tai Chi focus on sometimes colors and vibrations and even positive thoughts. Sending those to the body is healing, and still go to the doctor. Okay. Bring in our feet a little bit. We'll do some shaking. One of my favorites. Actually, since we don't have a lot of time, we'll even try. This is one for bone health, is that you actually come up on your toes and let the heels knock into the ground and let that vibration travel up. This one starts burning my calves pretty fast, so don't do it for super long, but it's a good one. And then if you want to keep knocking, you can. I'm done with that. Inhale, and we'll do the triple warmer sound, which is he. So you inhale through your nose and one more. All right, now let's kind of stand and notice how our body feels. You can get your feet flat on the ground and knees slightly bent, hips over our heels, shoulders over our hips, and like a hook in the crown of the head, and you're getting pulled up by the heavens. Your chin tucks back and in. Try to make your crown the tallest part on your body. And notice that if you get that imagery and start doing that more regularly, your spine will feel like pearls on a string. Get some more space in between your vertebrae. I just try to feel that. And you kind of work on relaxing a little bit. As our bones are lined up, notice maybe you're holding tension in areas you don't need to. When I first started, I noticed I'd always kind of have my hand turned out, and that was like a muscle. And if I let go, this is how my hands are. So maybe you notice, maybe you're holding tension in your arm. When we're just trying, let them go and just let your arms dangle off your body. They're not going to come out of the socket. Flop. No one's arm is falling off so far. Yeah. We kind of sometimes, isn't it interesting that we hold this tension like we need to? Like if we didn't, something would fall off. So just work on that. Work on letting go, which is an oxymoron again there, but in through the nose, out through the nose or mouth. Scanning the body. Maybe I'm noticing tension in between on my forehead. I don't need that right now. Let that go. Maybe check out in between your shoulder blades in the back. Is there any kind of tension you can let go? Imagine that tension ice to water, water to steam, and it just lets go a little bit. we'll just do one move, kind of flowy move I like is it's like you just draw a circle in front of your body and then you pull down the heavens, you like squish it into your body and that pressure builds up and then your top hand comes out and around. And then when one hand's in there and one hand's at your belly button, you squish. And it's like a spring, springs out. Like your hands are two clock hands going in opposite directions. See if you can make two circles. Inhale and exhale. Last one. And then just let your hands meet at the bottom and you can hold embrace the chi ball. And we'll bring our feet closer together and we'll center our energy. We'll take your left hand, kind of cup underneath your belly button, right hand out to the side and inhale and exhale. And then you switch hands. Inhale and exhale. And then we'll interlock our thumbs over our belly button. Allow our body to rock and sway. And then can start to get to the center. Take a deep breath. Okay. Thank you so much for coming. Woo. Yeah. Okay. Feels good, right? Put it on.